Alright guys, so I already put one video out today. I'm going to put this one out today as well, because today is my MFN birthday. And I'm 42, even though we're in the middle of an apocalypse. I made it to 42, so anything from now on is just extra. Didn't I say that when I turned like 31 or something? But now anything, I mean, I saw the last Harry Potter film, so I was good way back then too. And then I saw Ender's Game, the movie. So, like, I keep having all these different levels to, like, well, if I can just live till this point, then I'll be fine. But there's nothing really on the horizon. There's no good games coming out. I don't care about any of them. All the game companies have gone to crap. Movies, I don't know if anything I'm really looking forward to. So I'm good now. I'm pretty good. Everything else is a bonus. So, let me show you guys what I'm eating. This is what you do in an apocalypse. I had to go to a local grocery store. Bit of a risk in the coronavirus wastelands. But I think it was pretty safe. It's raining really bad right now, so I think that's washing down the virus. It's not as easily to transfer as normal. First of all, we got this fried chicken. This place is really well known for its fried chicken. So, put some hot sauce on that would be good. I got me some black cherries I was missing out on. This is what I drink when I'm like chilling and watching TV and playing games sometimes. I got me some red velvet cake. This is, they had like German chocolate. They had some like confetti cake. I wish the dog can't have chocolate, so if the dog wants some cake, she can have a bite. Oh, they had like expensive like devil dog cake. Looks pretty good, but I don't know. It seemed like it's kind of it was more expensive, and it's not like cake filling. It's like devil dog cream. Then I got this right here. Prairie Farms peanut butter banana ice cream. Gotta have cake and ice cream on your birthday. Actually, I was going to get some Bluebell banana pudding ice cream because I've been watching the ice cream contest on Good Mythical Morning, and they were talking about how surprised they were how good Bluebell ice cream was. And it's really expensive, like $7.50. What is it, like a half gallon or something? But they only had like blackberry, cobbler, lemon, vanilla. I think that might have been it. So like, I'm not a big blackberry fan or lemon, and I definitely don't want to get the vanilla to try Bluebell for the first time. So I guess I'll do that another time. Oh, also, I spent like $400 this morning buying myself a birthday present. So I'm gonna eat some of this chicken and I'll show you guys what I bought, because it's kind of a present for everyone. Alright, so here's the deal. I got laid off a few weeks ago. Then I went back to work for a week, and I got laid off for another week. And then I went back to work, and I've been working the last 2 weeks, and I gotta go back to work next week. The guy that works with me, he's been laid off for 3 weeks in a row, so I'm sure he's having a blast. But what happens is, they sent me my $1,200 stimulus check, and the unemployment, they give you an amount based on what you made last year, so it's not as much as what I make now every week. Then they just sent me like an extra $600 like every week. So then I asked my mom about it, and she's like, yeah, that's something Nancy Pelosi did. Like, they made this law that they just give everybody extra $600. And that's why everybody's been complaining on Facebook, like the people that are staying home, they're non-essential, they're making more money on unemployment than the people that are risking the coronavirus and going to work every day. So I hope I get laid off again, because this is amazing. Plus, we got a possible another $2,000 a month stimulus for 6 months coming. I'm just buying toys, because, see, here's the thing. I was thinking I need a new truck. I need like something to haul wood in so I can like take down this old building in the backyard and rebuild it. But if we're not going to have oil in a few weeks because the price is below zero, which is actually shot back up now. But it's looking like in the next, I think somebody said they made a law in 10 years or 20 years. They're going to outlaw gas-powered vehicles altogether, which will probably be out of oil by then anyway because we're already into shale oil. So I don't want to spend money on a truck that isn't going to last me for like very long, but then I don't have any like electric options for a truck. How do you haul things if you don't have gas-powered vehicles? So, oh, another thing I was thinking about maybe getting is like a golf cart or something, because that's electrical and you could charge it up, I guess, at your house. And like if something happened, I could maybe drive it to work if there's no gas. So then I'm thinking like I got to spend it on something that I could use for surviving the apocalypse, and also that I could make YouTube videos with. And I settled on an air rifle. I was thinking about like a 22, but like I got neighbors that would probably hear it. So I want something that's silent and portable, compact, that I could take around and shoot like squirrels and rabbits and stuff with. I don't see a lot of rabbits. I only see very few squirrels, but when I go deer hunting, I can see tons of squirrels. I was watching this guy, Fowler's Makery and Mischief. He's the guy that won the survival. Yeah, there's a show called Alone, where you survive in Alaska by yourself. And I was looking at different types of air guns. And I've seen this guy, I'm sure you've probably heard of him, Ed Gun USA or Ted's Holdover. He has a lot of like YouTube videos where he would have a scope and he'd have a camera on the end of it, and it would look through the scope and you could see the pellet coming out, and he would shoot birds, squirrels, whatever with it. Mainly he would get paid by people in Nebraska or something, or Kansas, to like go and shoot pest birds off of their grain bins, and he was making a pretty good YouTube video, like living off of it, I guess. Plus people were paying him to like go out and have fun shooting birds. So I'm like, that sounds amazing. So I'm like, I'm going to get me one of these. I looked into the different types of guns, and there's like spring powered ones. It's kind of shitty because it rattles the gun around and shakes it and stuff. Then you got compressed air, which like you pump it, you know, and it has like the same thing as a spring does. It shoots like a little piece of air into the pellet, but this is like you pump it up first and it does that. You got some that you break the barrel down and you pump it that way, but then those you gotta like, they're kind of dangerous. If you pull the trigger while it's broken, it could spin it all around and tear the gun up and shit. So a lot of these are not really good. Then you got the little CO2 cartridge ones, and those like probably expensive to like constantly be buying those CO2 cartridges. And then everybody says like you got to get one of these PCP ones. That's a pre-charged pneumatic. So it's got a tank built into the front of it, which is the kind Ed Gun USA uses. You charge it up with like a scuba tank, or I guess you could use an air compressor or a pump too, but it's easier. You just get like a big scuba tank, which they seem kind of expensive. Somebody said you can get a used one for like $100. But let me show you what I bought here. This is called the Hatsan Flash Pup QE. And if you'll notice at the top corner here, there's a free scope with it, which is like a $90 value. It's a bullpup design. You got a little cocking handle on the back. You got a Picatinny rail right here for your bipod. You got a mount for your scope. Now, one guy that was doing a review said that this sits up so high on the barrel that the scope is like you can't even see where the pellet hits, and he had to like put a shim on it or something to like get it to adjust. That's not really a big deal. Another thing is you can't rest this end on something when you're shooting it because it's like a floating barrel and it will mess your aim up, so you got to like put it on a bipod or something right here. Otherwise, it seems like a great gun. I was looking through all these reviews. So like there's another one. This is the one with the Crow Arms Puncher Equinox. This has got a Turkish walnut stock. It's like $500. So that's like $150 more for basically the same thing. But the tank holds like 500 cc's, where the other one's like 160 cc's. So it's over twice as much air. But it's got like attachments or something. Like here's the guy I was talking about. This is Fowler's Making Mischief. I'll just turn the sound down. Hopefully he doesn't mind me playing his video. But he's in Alaska, I think, or Canadian Rockies, and he's shooting ground squirrels with it. And he's got like his cell phone mounted into the side of the scope, and you can take video of it, of your shots and everything. So this is something I think you guys would enjoy. And then I was also researching the calibers of, there's like the 177 and you got the 22 is like the main two calibers. You can also go up to 25 and 30, but those are like, it gets really expensive, the ammo does. Plus it's like you can't shoot as far and accurate. The 177 is what you want to do for like long range target shooting, but you can also kill squirrels and stuff with it, but you got to be accurate. So I don't think that'll be a problem. Like I want something I can learn to get good at, and then like it can be about my skill if I don't kill something. So it's more of a challenge, but it's also more accurate at close range. At long range, like the 22 has a way bigger trajectory on the curve because it's heavier bullet and it drops off a lot faster. See, he's dialed it in. Now he's going to shoot some squirrels. These are ground squirrels, but don't have those around here. Around here I'd be shooting gray squirrels and red squirrels, mostly grays. And birds. I mean, I guess I could feed my dog the birds, but if I killed doves, I saw a dove the other day. I was like, man, I wish I had a fucking air rifle. So now I will. Problem is, I'm not going to have an air tank for it right away. So I don't know if it comes with like some kind of a pump. I don't know if it comes with a case. But I ordered some accessories. I ordered this set of targets so I can make videos of that. Crazy 8's air gun. It's like $20 for a big rack of 9 targets. And then you got the bipod. I ordered this bipod. It's the same brand. $25. Cheap as fuck. And I got some ammo, and it came with a scope. So that's all the 4 things that should be coming. And you got different types of ammo. You got different grain. This is like the heavy one. It's like $15 for like 500. I spent $10 on the other Diablo Exact. That's a guy on YouTube recommended it. That's the one I got. That doesn't look as good. Different shape, slightly. Doesn't flare out as much in the back. Anyway, I used to be big into air guns when I was a kid. I used to shoot birds all the time. Is it the same price for the 22? No, it's actually more expensive. It's like $50 more for the 22 caliber. But it's not like a 22 rifle that shoots air, but it's the same caliber as like a 22 rifle. Now there is a 22 actual firearm that ISSC makes that looks like an assault rifle. But I think it has some kind of problems with it. Maybe jams up or something. So it looks cool as fuck. Like there's also Sig Sauer makes an air rifle that's a CO2 powered, so you'd have one of those little bitty tanks. It looks cool, but I don't think it'll be that accurate. This is kind of like a sucker buy. But it's made by an actual firearm manufacturer, so it might be good quality. I don't know. That's a 4x24. I want to get into scopes. I want to get a really good scope that's really bright, low light vision, like in the end of the day and stuff in the morning. Or stormy weather. That's what you really got to look for. Something that you can see well in dark conditions. Now this is the brand that everybody on YouTube uses. The FX brand. Starts out at $1,000 for the cheapest one. And then you got the Crown, which I've seen people use. That's $1,250. You got the Bobcat. I think that's one Ed Gun USA used to use. Used to have another brand that he used to use. It might have been a Hatsan. And then you got the FX Impact X MK2 Compact. That's the one he's using now for like competitions and shit. $1,900 for this BB gun. It's not a BB gun. It's like an air rifle, but 25 caliber. That's even more. That's higher than a 22, but you could get a real actual assault rifle for that much, or an AR-15. Like, why would you spend that much on an air rifle? You know, you can kill squirrels and shit with a $350 gun. Might as well get that. It's not even as much as a pistol. Pistol's like $600. This is what it looks like on Amazon. It's like $20 more, and I don't know if the scope comes with it. So you got these little magazines that you put in there, so you don't have to like put a single bullet in if your like hands are cold and stuff. I think it's a nice little gun. I don't know if I'll be able to mount the GoPro to the back of it. I know I could mount it on like the barrel maybe, or the top of the scope. I really, for videos like this though, you kind of need to get a camera that has a zoom lens so you can zoom in on it real good. So that's something I think we'll all enjoy. So now is really the best time to get into the T2 on YouTube if you're wanting to start watching some stuff. We got the crawdad hunting coming up. We're going to catch us. I'm going to have to give me a bucket and put crawdads in, have some crawdad boils, and then we'll be metal detecting. If I want to do magnet fishing, something like that, I really need a really big magnet. So I need to look into those. Maybe I need a boat. No, everybody says you don't put money into a boat because it's just throwing money in a hole. Yeah, I'm feeling like we're going to do some stuff this summer. If we're all still alive. Maybe I'll end up getting a golf cart or a small truck or something. If they keep giving us out $2,000 a month, I mean, I don't want to leave it in the bank because the price of the dollar might just drop and like the money will be worthless. So I want to spend it while money's actually still worth something too, you know. You got to think about that. But do you spend it on cars that may be obsolete? Spend your obsolete money on obsolete cars? Like, what actually is going to be valuable coming up? It's hard to tell. Definitely canned goods and maybe storage devices, things to store gasoline in and store water in. Definitely survival tools, I think, are going to be good. Maybe I should get a slingshot. Not the car, like an actual slingshot. Going mad with power. I've never had so much disposable income. I mean, the last time I did, I bought a house with it. You got too much money, it like burns a hole in your pocket. Like you don't know what to do with it. Oh, by the way, another thing that I was worried about when I was thinking about should I buy a new gun or not, and would it be good for YouTube, is that a while back YouTube started, I don't know if they started banning people that were making gun videos. Like Hickok45 is probably the most popular gun YouTuber, besides like FPS Russia and stuff. And I think he had to quit for a while, or maybe they just demonetize you. And now they've got this whole self-rating thing. Anytime I put a video up, I have to like rate my own video about if it has curse words in it, or nudity, or violence, or hate speech, or anything like that. I have to go through a whole list of, and check mark it doesn't have any of that. So, you remember a while back when I was like trying to get 1,000 subscribers so I could actually start getting paid on YouTube? That was like August of last year. Since August of last year, and now it's April, so that's August, September, October, November, December, for like 9 months ago. Guess how much money I've made on YouTube in 9 months? About 50, 60 bucks. And I put out videos like every other day. So, not worth it at all to be demonetized. I mean, I don't give a shit at this point. I can say fuck, I can say whatever I want. I can put gun videos up as long as they don't like ban the video. I don't care if they demonetize me. I'm not making any money anyway. So, fuck it.